What if I told you the key to being your happiest, most creative, inspired self is actually disappearing for a while? I know that sounds counterintuitive. We're often taught that success comes from constant hustle and grind. But what we aren't told is that burnout is the dangerous flip side of that narrative. This is a case for occasionally taking substantial time away to deeply reset your mind, body, and spirit. For hitting pause on the manic momentum of life and reconnecting with what grounds you. In this video, we'll unpack why extended breaks are not a luxury, but an essential act of self-care and growth in our non-stop world. How time away can upgrade your relationships, mental health, inspiration, perspective, and more. So if you're feeling the urge to untether, take a screen cleanse, or get off the hamster wheel for a stretch of spacious freedom, know you are not alone. This feeling means your soul is yearning for a reboot. And I'm here to share how embracing the call, in whatever form feels right for you, can be powerfully clarifying. Let's dive into a mindset shift on why sometimes you have to disappear in order to reappear even stronger. Number 1. Self-reflection to gain clarity. Disappearing for a while allows you to take a step back and gain clarity on what you really want. When you temporarily withdraw from your daily routine and responsibilities, it provides the perfect opportunity for introspection. With fewer distractions, your mind becomes less cluttered. You can finally think clearly about your goals and priorities. This period of solitude gives you space to reflect on the big picture questions. Are you satisfied with the direction your life is headed? Do your daily activities align with your true values? Taking time away allows you to contemplate your purpose and make important assessments. By temporarily vanishing, you can look at your life from a fresh perspective, perhaps for the first time in years. This distance provides objectivity and new insight. You may realize that certain goals you've been pursuing are not that crucial after all, or you may rediscover dreams you've long forgotten. This clarity gained during your time away can help reset your compass towards a more fulfilling path. In short, periodically disappearing, even briefly, offers the invaluable gift of perspective. It allows you the mental space to gain wisdom on what you truly want and make any necessary course corrections. You can return feeling rejuvenated and ready to live your best life. Number 2. Growth through learning and hobbies. Taking a temporary break from your routines opens up space for self-improvement. When you vanish from the distractions of daily life, you have the freedom to fully devote yourself to personal growth. With no demands on your time and attention, you can finally begin activities you've been putting off. Now is the time to pick up that new hobby you've been wanting to learn, take the online course that's been in your bookmarks, or work through the stack of books on your nightstand. This period of solitude provides the perfect opportunity to expand your knowledge and skills. You may also use the time away to focus inward. Without the chatter of everyday life, you can meditate, keep a reflective journal, or create art. Disappearing, even briefly, allows for deep introspection, free from interruption. In essence, withdrawing from your typical routines opens up space for self-discovery and actualization. By temporarily vanishing, you can nurture your mind, body, and spirit. You'll return feeling renewed, with a stronger connection to your true self. This period of uninterrupted personal growth can be profoundly rejuvenating. Number 3. Reset routines for better habits. The pressures and triggers of everyday responsibilities often reinforce negative patterns. Disappearing for a while allows you to step out of these cycles. With distance, you can objectively look at your daily disciplines. What behaviors and patterns are not serving your goals and values? The clarity gained during time away provides the motivation to let go of bad habits. Just as importantly, you can use this period to cultivate positive routines. Without the distractions of your regular schedule, you can devote focused energy towards establishing healthy habits and disciplines. For example, you may use the time to meditate daily, create a consistent exercise regimen, or wake up early to journal. In short, temporarily vanishing gives you the space to clear away unhelpful patterns and instill better ones. You can return with renewed motivation, feeling empowered by the healthy habits you've built. When you re-enter your daily life, these new positive behaviors have a stronger chance of sticking. Periodically taking time away provides perspective to see your routines objectively. With this clarity, you can reset habits and disciplines that will better support your growth and fulfillment. Number 4. De-stress and promote mental health. When you unplug from the constant pressures of work, technology, and other obligations, it allows your nervous system to come out of fight or flight mode. Your mind and body finally get a chance to return to a healthier baseline level of calm. Without the barrage of stimulation and information we usually face daily, the mind can begin to settle. The noise and anxiety start to quiet down. You may find you are able to think more clearly as the frenzied mental chatter fades to the background. Taking time away provides much-needed perspective on stresses and triggers you may have become too immersed in. Disconnecting also opens up space to focus on nourishing activities that get crowded out by the demands of daily life. Now you have time to get quality restorative sleep without rushing to hit the snooze button. You can spend time outdoors connecting with nature, which is profoundly grounding. Engaging in mindfulness practices like meditation, yoga, journaling become possible. Without distractions, you can devote your full attention to self-care. In our busy world, it's all too easy to push ourselves to the point of burnout. Taking a break intervenes in this unhealthy cycle. It allows your mind to revert back to a healthier state rather than remaining stuck in a hyper-stimulated fight-or-flight mode that wears down your body and brain over time. Periodically taking time to temporarily vanish gives your nervous system the respite and refreshment it needs to maintain mental equilibrium. You'll return feeling more focused, resilient, and ready to perform at your best with the mental clarity, patience, and perspective that everyday life often erodes. Number 5. Gain new perspectives through travel. Disappearing from daily life can lead to tremendous growth by exposing you to new perspectives. When you venture beyond the familiar, you open yourself up to experiences that stretch your worldview. Immersing in novel environments shakes you out of old patterns. Navigating new cultures and customs pushes you outside your comfort zone. Conversations with locals offer viewpoints you've never considered. Without the lens of your typical surroundings, you gain fresh eyes. You start noticing intricate details you'd normally overlook. Simple daily tasks like grocery shopping or commuting reveal unique rituals worth appreciating. Exploring the unfamiliar deepens your understanding of the human experience. You gain humility and appreciation for the diverse, valid ways people can live. In essence, taking time to disappear into new places expands your perspective. You return with enhanced openness, feeling more connected to the richness of life on this planet. Your world feels larger, yet you feel smaller in the best way possible. So if you feel that itch to get away, see it as a call to adventure. Vanishing into novel environments returns you home with a widened lens and compassionate global mindset. Number 6. Time to heal broken relationships. Time away provides clarity and allows emotions to settle. Away from charged interactions and painful reminders, you can reflect objectively on the relationship. With distance, you may better understand your own role in the rift. This period of no contact also gives the other person a chance to process the situation without pressure. Sometimes when we try to force reconciliation prematurely, it only pushes the other away. Space apart plants the seeds for potential closeness down the road. With time away, old wounds begin mending. You start remembering and appreciating the positive aspects of the relationship rather than just the hurt. When you're ready, you can take steps to tentatively reach out. If the other person has also grown, reconnecting may now be possible. Of course, some relationships cannot or should not be revived, and that is okay too. But periodically vanishing from strained bonds gives them the chance, however slim, of repairing. Time and space apart can work wonders on perspectives and attitudes. So if there is a faltering relationship you hope to heal, consider the value of temporary distance. Disappearing for a season may be the thing that brings you back together, stronger. Number 7. Process trauma in privacy. Taking time away also creates space for processing loss or emotional trauma, which can be challenging to do amidst the routines of daily life. The privacy and solitude of disappearing allows difficult feelings to surface so they can be worked through. Without the pressure of responsibilities and expectations, you can fully devote yourself to grieving processes you may have been suppressing. You have time to cry, journal, create art as forms of catharsis. You can also try trauma healing modalities like EMDR or somatic therapy in a retreat setting. This uninterrupted space for emotional work is a precious gift you give yourself. Rather than avoiding pain, you courageously lean into it, knowing there are important lessons within your wounds. While grieving is heavy work, doing so amidst the beauty of nature can provide comfort. Taking mindful walks, watching the sunrise, listening to moving music can help you feel held during this passage. Disappearing to process loss or trauma may be challenging, but it can be profoundly clarifying and renewing. By bravely diving into your depths, you surface with greater self-knowledge and wholeness. You return feeling lighter, healed, and ready to move forward. Number 8. Freedom to reinvent your identity. Taking an extended break also provides the freedom to reinvent your image or identity, should you feel the desire for a fresh start. Without the pressures of expectations, you have space to explore different ways of presenting yourself. You may return with a whole new look, new haircut, clothing style, or physical fitness level, or you might adopt a different name or title that better represents who you are now versus who people have known you as. You can also reintroduce yourself with new interests, vocations, or goals. Use your time away to develop skills, then come back positioned for new work opportunities. Follow your passions and come back more authentically aligned with your purpose. Essentially, an extended disappearance gives you a blank canvas to recreate your identity and public image. When you are ready to return, you can present a more empowered version of yourself. Of course, balance is key. Changing too much too fast can feel inauthentic, but reinvention done mindfully can be liberating. Number 9. Return with an air of mystery. Without knowing all the details of where you've been and what you've experienced, others are enticed by the unknown. They can tell from your renewed passion and focus that something powerful happened during your time away. You may intentionally remain vague when questioned, preferring to let your growth speak for itself. This air of the unspoken gives you an intriguing depth. People lean in closer, trying to uncover the story behind your evolution. While drastic reinvention is inadvisable, returning with a touch of the elusive can attract new connections. You've clearly leveled up in some way that others find magnetic. By briefly vanishing, you've created space for positive transformation that people now wish to be part of. So if you need an extended period of time away, don't worry about losing touch. Coming back with fresh perspective may draw people even closer than before. The self-work you do in solitude manifests into external rewards, as others are compelled by the deepened, evolved version of your authentic self. Number 10. Declutter possessions and obligations. Stepping away allows you to evaluate obligations and relationships objectively. You may realize certain goals and commitments no longer fit. Some connections have become more taxing than reciprocal. This period of removal offers the breathing room to purge what does not align with your growth. You can let go of unnecessary possessions, resign from unfulfilling activities, and set boundaries in harmful relationships. In essence, extended time away provides perspective to reset your compass towards what deeply matters. You can return feeling focused and unburdened, having created space for what sparks meaning and joy. So view substantial breaks as opportunities for thoughtful simplification. The time off gives you the vision to gratefully release excess and come back renewed in purpose. You lighten your load to make room for authenticity to bloom. Number 11. Display strength and resilience. Coming back renewed after an extended absence also demonstrates resilience and inner fortitude. Re-emerging with greater maturity, wisdom, and capabilities shows you have undergone a powerful transformative experience while away. Rather than letting adversity or setbacks defeat you, time away reveals you have used the challenges as catalysts for growth. You return stronger because of the difficulties you have worked through. This displays personal strength and humility. Taking time for self-work shows you are committed to self-actualization over image management. You took time away from public life to courageously face your shadows and do intensive inner work. Reappearing with emotional intelligence, creativity, and purpose shows you have mined your struggles for insight. You return with the hard-earned gifts of your journey, willing to share your learning with humility and compassion. Number 12. Appreciate life more after absence. When you lose access to certain comforts and privileges, like seeing loved ones regularly, pursuing hobbies, or visiting favorite local spots, you gain acute awareness of how fulfilling and meaningful these routines are. You never realized how the simple act of having coffee with a close friend consistently anchored and nurtured you, or how relaxing evenings reading fiction restored your spirit. Being away also gives you perspective on how valuable relationships are with supporters who have always been there. You recognize the quiet generosity of someone sticking by your side through ups and downs as the precious gift it truly is. You gain a newfound gratitude for longtime friends and family who loved you before any success or achievement. This depth of nostalgia and poignancy remains with you when return from your time away. You do not want to slip back into old patterns of taking your blessings for granted or failing to be present. You cherish your loved ones and simple joys with fresh eyes, knowing how vital they are to the richness of life. And those are just some of the many benefits of periodically taking an extended break and disappearing for a while from your daily grind. I hope this video has provided a new perspective on why it can be so renewing to step back and reset. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca wisely said, "Leisure without study is death. Study without leisure is privation." We need both focused activity and restorative respite. If you enjoyed this video, I'd be grateful if you could like, subscribe, and share it with someone else who could use a reminder to embrace the occasional digital detox or retreat from responsibility. Let's normalize making time for the deep self-care that comes from substantial time away. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you choosing to spend a piece of your precious free time with me today. Keep prioritizing those rejuvenating breaks. They return you to your life and work with so much more wisdom and inspiration to give. Thank you all for watching, and may you all find peace and serenity in the Stoic ways.